Chapter 2 was quite the cliffhanger. Yeah. So, Chapter 3, Revenge of the Pigs. Hashi still hasn't woken up, and Floaty Goaty is wondering if he is alive or not. The Power Stone is only flickering. The death of Mark made it impossible for it to hold power, as it relies on all 5 quintuplets to function properly. Then it died out. No one ever saw its full power. Hashi is wielding the beak of Kevin, and it is corrupting him. Floaty Goaty takes it out of his hands, but he grabs it tighter. He seems to be addicted to it. He grasps it harder than anything hash brownly possible. That was kind of cringe, Uncle Ben said. Then Cringe the prairie dog jumped out and attacked Floaty Goaty. Cringe, stop, Uncle Ben said. Cringe, creature. Hashi was being goofy because he still wasn't awake. Then an unknown figure appeared. The same one that killed Earth Epic Wobox. It was Detective Waddle. He whispered in Hashi's ear, lasagna. Hashi immediately got up when he heard the bad news. Hashi rose to the sky just as Floaty Goaty did, because he is now Hash Brown God. Hashi nicely greets Floaty Goaty, and with a much stronger army consisting of 4 legendary goats, an animal king, 2 gods, Uncle Ben, Tyson Hill, and Phoenix, they were truly unstoppable. Suddenly, a massive bird came down and stole Tyson. It dropped him soon after, because that species is known to have awful grip. Tyson went through such an adrenaline rush that he passed out and his brain grew to 3 times bigger. He could now speak any language he wanted and has the instructions to make anything that exists. He is now capable of anything ever. Because of this power, he became a god. Now they were truly unstoppable. Tyson suddenly attacked Floaty Goaty, though. Floaty Goaty got really mad, and sent every goat ever to kill him. He eventually died after the big chilling powers of the goats. It had to be done. Soon after that, something unzipped the back of his body. It was a pig! The pig said that they hated all goats, as when the rams were being fought, there was a pig in a ram costume that died from the Cocomelon laser sight. That pig was the Pig King, and he was also trying to get Tyson to find out his secrets. He had to be undercover, because pigs and rams aren't exactly the best of friends. Floaty Goaty was really mad at the pig for hating on the goats, so he killed the pig. But if that wasn't Tyson, where is he? Little did the gang know, when they split up for 10 years whilst Hashi was fighting Ohio Final Boss, Tyson was taken in by the pigs and had tests done on him. Gerald T. Piggerton was sent out in a costume of Tyson to fool the gang. They thought the whole time it was the real Tyson. Suddenly, the Power Stone lit up for a fraction of a second, which gave a spark of hope to the gang. They were off to eliminate the pigs and rescue Tyson Hill. But because of his cosplay, Gerald T. Piggerton had info on them, and the entire pig army knows what they are after. Immediately, 15 rockets loaded with pigs flew in. They were armed with explosives and ready to go. The first few explosions were dodged by everyone, but the next hit Phoenix. He was immediately knocked to the ground and barely survived. The next one hit him and he almost vanished. Floaty Goaty used his godly powers to shoot the rest, so there were none left. He summoned a force field over Phoenix that kept him from further damage. Then Alex took out the first 3 pigs. He was then attacked and suffered severe damage. Hashi lasered the next 3 but also got hit. Even Floaty Goaty was wounded after getting attacked. Uncle Ben sent out Gort, Kumala, and Sylvesta the capybaras to eliminate the next 6. The final 3 were killed by Detective Waddle. This shows how truly powerful the pigs were. In the short moment of peace they had, they helped Phoenix and Alex recover from their wounds. All of the capybaras were also helped, as they suffered severe wounds. A massive robot then appeared with 40 pigs controlling it. It was suddenly sliced in half by an unknown figure. He walked up to Floaty Goaty and said that he was his biggest fan. His name was Fuzzy PJ Man 46. Floaty Goaty thanked him for saving them from certain death. Fuzzy PJ Man then took them to the tallest mountain on all of Goofia Planet to see how many pigs were guarding their base containing Tyson. It would take nearly a year of battles, maybe even more, but the gang was strong enough to at least take them on. The Power Stone went out again, so it was unusable. but they still had a good shot at it. Floaty Goaty used his great archery skill to shoot a few pigs and stay hidden. He also used his cocomelon toy to wipe out a few. The pigs started scrambling all over looking for who did it. Eventually one found Floaty Goaty, but Fuzzy PJ Man killed it before it could tell the others. He then walked out and sliced 10 pigs in half very quickly. He wasn't spotted. Many pigs were killed sneakily, but then the whole army found them and started attacking. Floaty Goaty used a force field to protect them all. Detective Waddle stepped out and eliminated few, and so did Pilgor. Then Fuzzy PJ Man sliced another 30 with his sword. Floaty Goaty sent a bob beam out to shoot a massive laser through the army, but then the pigs made it inside when Floaty Goaty ran out of power. They kidnapped Uncle Ben and wounded Phoenix and the goats. Floaty Goaty was very mad, so him, Hashi, and PJ Man killed as many as they possibly could before they eventually retreated. The pigs were left with Uncle Ben, so Hashi and Jeeton were sent out to get him. With a severe amount of power deducted from the group, they went into the pigs' temple. They found a capsule holding Tyson Hill. Then some pigs that weren't outside fought them in the temple. They were taken down, as there were only a few. The gang found the button to free Tyson from the trap. He was let out and explained what happened while Floaty Goaty was fighting Donald Shrimp. He had been kidnapped by the pigs in the 10 years he was gone. One pig created a clone and skinned it for a costume to send out to them. The pig then went with them while they were fighting Pilgor and took many recordings. Floaty Goaty took everyone to Hashi and Jeeton and Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben was gone, and the other two had passed out. Floaty Goaty quickly ran over to heal them. They only were able to kill a few 100,000. They were healed, then Hashi got up and freaked out. They stole the beak of Kevin. Then Epic Smoochel flew to the pig base and did a goofy-eye dance that killed many pigs. The beak was still secured in the pig base, so Smoochel reported back to the gang, and they ran into the base. The beak sent out a big boy explosion that killed many pigs. There were still more, though. Floaty Goaty used his archery skills to wipe out a few. The goats then wiped out more with their bows. Then out of nowhere, a white goat fell from the sky into the pig army. It was about to die, but Floaty Goaty put a force field around it to protect it. The pigs now knew about where he was, and they charged at the gang. As normal, many were killed at the start, but all 4 goats, Tyson and Phoenix, were wounded. Detective Waddle was hit by a pig and almost died, but survived barely. Fuzzy PJ Man managed to get a few kills before he was knocked down, and Hashi killed a few hundred before even he was injured. Floaty Goaty flew up to the sky and used his earthquake move to eliminate every pig within a 100-mile radius. More flooded in, and Floaty Goaty used the attack again. Pigs aren't that smart, so they just kept rushing into the radius. Eventually, after hours of using that attack, all of the pigs were eventually taken down. Floaty Goaty rushed to the rest of the gang and healed all of them. They all got up and rushed to the pig temple. There were still more pigs to eliminate inside, but the gang had no problem with them. Eventually, they found Uncle Ben and the beak of Kevin secured in the test tubes. The pigs were trying to create an evil clone of Uncle Ben. They then quickly destroyed the test tube and got him out. They got the beak out too. Then they looked outside and saw the white goat that fell from the sky. The poor guy was incredibly hurt, with a massive flog footprint on his back. Who was this goat? They ran over to find out. "Oh my god, it can't be," said Floaty Goaty. The Power Stone lit up once again.